Now we're going to talk about the right words in the right order. A fellow performing arts grad who's making it big and turning Buffalo poetry in motion.
Her name is Jillian Hanesworth.
The revolution will not be streamed live on Facebook, Twitter, or WGRZ-TV. You will not be able to start it over if you missed a part, and you won't need to tap it twice to see its heart. The revolution will not be brought to you by Nike, the NFL, or Jay-Z. We will watch it succeed in HD without taking a knee. The revolution will not be televised. I felt like we needed one. I felt like we needed that type of representation from a poet who is specifically, like, their purpose is to make words digestible, to make situations and make people understand systems in a digestible way. So I went to a few different council members asking, like, can you back supporting this role, and hit a couple dead ends, but I didn't quit. And I finally went to Councilmember Wingo, and I was like, you know, I really think we should have this. And I had like this whole presentation ready, talking points and everything. And he was like, you don't have to explain this to me, like I'm down. So I didn't necessarily want to be the first Poet Laureate. I felt like there's so many other poets with more experience than me, ones that have been performing longer than I've been alive, but I just wanted the position established. And when we started talking about what the Poet Laureate would do exactly, I realized that it was what I was already doing to a T. So the Common Council decided we will back this, but it has to be you, and that's how this happened.
So what do you do for the city of Buffalo?
So I perform at official City of Buffalo events, or I'll attend events on behalf of the city. It might be peace vigils, it might be like balloon releases, things like that, where it might not be appropriate to have a politician voice, but you still need some sort of official capacity saying we recognize what's happening in your life or in your community, and that's where I get to step in and do poetry instead of making a speech.
Find yourself, tell your truth. It's fine not to be okay. Make a plan, write it plain, decide what you need to do. It's a fact that you are good to none if you're no good to you, so take care.
Do you believe that you're making a difference? Because as we mentioned, where you grew up, and you even said that a lot of the people that you grew up with are dead, and you're only 28 years old.
Yeah, I'm 28.
So that is mind-blowing in itself. So are you making a difference, and can you make a difference?
I do believe I can make a difference. I believe everybody can. Am I making a difference right now? Honestly, when I look at my day-to-day activities, it doesn't always feel like it, right? My background is in counseling, and I used to tell my clients, you might have a day where you didn't feel like you did anything right, you did anything good, but sometimes surviving that day is the thing that you did.
When the mask came off, you exposed your truth. I guarantee throwing up a fist and showing a sign of solidarity would have been easier than turning your back on the people you want to be. You lost our respect.
People walk up to me and they tell me, like, oh, I heard your poem, and I never thought about racism that way. I never thought about the school to prison pipeline like that. So starting these conversations and getting people to think and using my poetry to organize for sustainable change, that's evidence that I am making a difference, whether it be large or tiny. I'm doing what I can.
The loss we carry, a sea we must wade.
The nation saw Amanda on Inauguration Day.
Yeah.
How moved were you by her?
That was like, it was like seeing myself.
Just is.
And when light shines on the revolution, it will create a halo around it. The revolution will rhyme. It will be syncopated. It will harmonize. It will be call and repeat. The revolution will rhyme. The revolution will leave no one behind.